Welcome to our channel. In this video, we should discuss one of the subsidiary book that is known as purchase book. Let's begin. Purchase book is one of the subsidiary book which is used to record all credit purchase of goods. Generally, it does not record cash purchase of goods, cash purchase of assets, and credit purchase of assets are not recorded in our purchase book. So, the subsidiary book which is used to record all credit purchase of goods is called our purchase book. So, our purchase is broadly divided into two types, that is cash purchase and credit purchase. Again, cash purchase is divided into two types, that is cash purchase of goods and cash purchase of assets. Similarly, credit purchase is also divided into two types, that is credit purchase of goods and credit purchase of assets. Generally, cash purchase of goods are recorded in our cash book. Cash purchase of assets also recorded in cash book. Credit purchase of goods only recorded in our purchase book, and credit purchase of assets is recorded in our journal proper. So, credit purchase of goods are only recorded in our purchase book. So, before preparing purchase book or recording any transaction in purchase book, we must clear about the credit purchase of goods and credit purchase of assets. For that purpose, we should simply follow a guideline in order to identify which one is goods and which one is assets. Generally, the trader who deals with a particular item, such items are considered as goods for that trader, whereas other articles are considered as asset. So, let's take an example. For a bookseller, all the book items, notebooks and office stationeries are considered as goods, whereas laptop, motor vehicles and furnitures are considered as asset for the bookseller. Similarly, we also can take another example. For a electronics supplier or for a electronics shop, all the electronics items like television, washing machine, refrigerators are considered as goods for that electronics shop, whereas furniture, motorcycles, typewriters used by the electronics supplier or electronics shop is considered as asset for that trader. So, we must clear about the which one is goods and which one is asset for before recording transactions in our purchase book. So, now come to the specimen of our purchase book. Generally, our purchase book has 6 column. First column is our date column. Second column is particulars column, and third column is invoice number, and fourth column is LF column, and fifth column is the details, and sixth column is our amount column. Generally in date column we should record the date of the invoice received by the buyer. In particulars column we should record the name and place of the supplier and brief description of items purchased recorded in our particulars column. And invoice column generally records the serial number of our inward invoice. LF column we should record the page number of the supplier's account maintained in our ledger. And in details column we should record gross value of the goods purchased and trade discount, goods and service tax, carriage freight, and any other expenses are recorded in our details column. And in amount column we should record the net amount payable to the supplier is recorded in our amount column. And after recording all the transactions in the purchase book, we should total our purchase book in order to find out the total amount payable to the supplier. So now come to various features of our purchase book. Generally it records all credit purchase of goods. Then second feature is it ignores cash purchase of goods or assets. Then third feature is it provides purchase information in detail. And then fourth feature is its monthly total is transferred to purchase account. So these are the various features of our purchase book. So let's repeat again. It records all credit purchase of goods. It ignores cash purchase of goods or assets. It provides purchase information in details, and generally our purchase book is always total on monthly basis, and monthly total is transferred to the purchase account. So now come to the advantages of purchase book. So our first advantages is it reduces the burden of debiting purchase account every time. Then second advantage is it provides detailed information regarding purchase. Then our third advantage is it enables to know total credit purchase at any time. So these are the advantages of our purchase book. So let's repeat again. Generally, purchase book reduces the burden of debiting purchase account every time. It also provides detailed information regarding purchase of goods, and third advantage is it enables to know total credit purchase of goods at any time. So these are the various advantages of our purchase book. So now we should consider various ledger accounts opened under purchase book. So generally two ledger accounts are opened, that is known as supplier account, and second one is our purchase account. Generally our supplier account is credited by posting in its credit side by purchase account. Similarly, our purchase account is debited by recording in its debit side to supplier account. So these are all about our purchase book. So repeatedly watch this video to clear all your doubts and share it with your friends. Thank you.